Hello YouTube, this is Monte Blanco. Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be back. As we all know, 2022 already started, and every time that a new year begins, I feel like there's this energy going on where we all feel like we need to start being better people and we need to achieve all those goals that we set like 20 years ago and that we still want to do. And it's super exciting to me to record this video because I'm a big fan of New Year's resolutions and all that. So anyway, I'm gonna show you what did I do this year, or like at the end of 2021. I've been doing this for a few years now, and I've noticed that it actually helps me just to feel a little bit better about my life. It's a way to restart your energy, your mindset, and that way you can start a new year being like super motivated, grateful for what you already accomplished, and like just excited to see what's next. The first thing, I've been writing journals for like 7 years, something like that, and this is the one that I used on 2021, and I'm actually very happy because I was able to finish the whole notebook in 1 year. So I basically have my entire year in this notebook, and it's very, like, I don't know, it makes me feel emotional every time that I read it, but it makes me feel so happy that I get to do it. So that's one thing. This helps me a lot to know how much I accomplished during the year, because our memories are not as good as we think. We usually remember like 20% of what actually happened during the year. So it's nice to have a little reminder. If you don't have like a journal or something like that, you can check your social media or messages or photos or anything that can give you like a hint of what were you living, like, I don't know, in March, January, whatever. That way you can have an idea of like, oh, that's true. This month I overcome this, even though it didn't seem like a big deal or anything. So the first thing I did around like December 10, 15, around that week, is the idea, it was that I was gonna read like most of it just to have an idea of how was I feeling during the year. And I realized that most of the year I was feeling pretty shitty. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling very bad. It was a year where I really had to learn how to be patient and how to stay motivated no matter what. But it's nice to be able to read it and be like, huh, thank God I'm not there anymore. So that was the first thing. Then I started working on something that it's called my alter ego. I watched a few videos about this and I read about this before, but just to explain a little bit, if you're trying to work in like the best version of yourself, creating an alter ego kind of helps you with that, because you basically have to like write down how does that version of yourself look like, how does she sound like, how does she dress like basically everything you can think of. How do you want to be or who you want to become one day? That's basically your alter ego. And the idea is that you're gonna start showing up as her. Like, you're gonna read that every morning to remind yourself that this is who you want to be. So the idea is that you're gonna start acting like her, even if you're not her yet, or him, whatever. So that was the first thing I did. I wrote down my alter ego. It was a very long thing. And then I did this, which is basically my entire year separated by month. And every month I try to write something important that happened. Like, for example, in January of 2021, I started my YouTube channel. and that was really, really big for me. That was something that I was so nervous, something that I was extremely self-conscious, and now it's been over a year and I'm not only recording videos, I'm recording videos in English, which is something that I never thought that I would be doing. And each month I had something important that happened. There was always something that I overcome. There was always something that I struggled with. There was always something relevant and important that it was worth mention. So this is basically what I do to end my year. I just tried my best to acknowledge everything that happened, and then I just had meditations, like just being thankful about what I lived, what I overcome, like all the things that I learned in that year. We finished the year, we finished this notebook, and I'm so happy about that. And in Christmas I got these 2 new notebooks, and I'm also super happy for both of them because I like them a lot. So this is my new journal now. Look how pretty it is. I love it so much. It's so pretty. And I already started like writing in here. But this is just my journal. And then I started this one. This is like my manifestation notebook basically. Here's where I wrote all my resolutions for this year. I wrote my alter ego again, just because the other one looked so ugly. Like, it was just like a draft, so now it looks prettier. I also did this letter from the future. I read this on Instagram and I thought that it would be like a very cool thing to try. And it's basically a letter as if you were writing the letter in 2023. So basically like a year ahead. And in this letter, you're being thankful about all the good things that happened in 2022, which is basically all the things that you want to happen in your life. You're gonna be thankful for them as if you already got them. And I basically just made a list of few things that I want to do. So what I do now is, with all this previous work that I've done to see what has happened in my life, where am I, and where do I want to go, I kind of have an idea of what things do I need to do in order to get there. And for example, the main thing that I want to implement this year was meditation, because it's something that helps my mental health so much, and I know it, but it's just something that I'm always procrastinating about. It just seems like it's something that if it doesn't happen at 5 a.m., then I'm not gonna do it. If it doesn't happen when I'm in the right mood, then I'm not gonna do it. And then I realized that I never did it because there was never the perfect time to do it. So this year, one of my resolutions was that I was gonna meditate however I could. And here's my second resolution: to be more flexible, physically and mentally. There was a big period of time in my life where I was very flexible, and it took so much work for me to get there. So yeah, I definitely want to be more flexible, and I started stretching again. And it's kind of nostalgic to realize that I'm clearly not where I was, because I stopped stretching for like 2 years, if not more. But also, it's so nice to see how as soon as you start, your body kind of picks up and like moves forward with you. Like the first 2 days, I was in so much pain, and now it's getting easier. And the reason why those two are my first resolutions is because those are the first things that I want to do in the morning while I'm drinking water. So the main reason why I wanted to start my day meditating, stretching, and drinking water is because those things help so much to my anxiety. So I know that it's only like January 12th or something, so it's been like 2 weeks. But so far, I've done it every single day, and I'm very proud of myself. I'm very happy that I've done it. As soon as I wake up and I meditate and I stretch and I drink water, I feel like I want to eat healthy. I feel like I want to work in things that matter to me. I feel like I don't want to spend that much time on my phone. I feel less anxious for sure. Now the only thing that I'm struggling a little bit, that I feel that I can do way better, is to sleep better. I still struggle a little bit. It's been easier since we moved here, for sure. Like at the other place, I would fall asleep until it was like 3 in the morning or something like that. Now it's not that bad. I probably fall asleep around like 1. But I want to wake up earlier, and eventually I want to be able to wake up around like 5 in the morning. But I can't just do it out of nowhere because I'm not used to it. And even if I do it for a few days, I know I'll get over it. So right now I've been waking up around like 10, which is not terrible, but it's not great. And I can't wake up earlier because I'm going to bed kind of late. So this is the only thing that right now I'm struggling with, that I want to get better. But we have 12 months. I'm sure I'll get there. And even though it's not a resolution, I wanna start like acting again. And when I say again, it's not like I've been acting professionally, because I haven't, but I was very excited about acting. I was extremely like obsessed with it. I was just watching videos about it all day. I was recording TikToks. I was just like fully into acting. And then I got really unmotivated because I realized that I couldn't really move forward until my PR was ready. And that made me feel like, well, there's no point of keep doing this if I don't even know when I'm gonna start. Which now I wish I hadn't thought like that. But anyway, like I just want to get into that again, because it's something that I truly enjoy. It's something that makes me super excited. Like there's something that I really, really want to pursue. So now at this point, I'm just like, well, if it takes 7 months for you to be able to do it, if it takes another year, like you can still do it. Like you're not gonna make money out of it. You're not gonna be like great because you can't take classes yet, but you can still enjoy it. You can still do it. You can still have fun with it, and like it's worth it, right? So that's another, not really resolution, but yeah, resolution, because it's something that I want to like incorporate to my year again. And I've been writing a book for almost 3-4 years, something like that. But when I say writing for 3-4 years, it's not the fact that I've been like actually putting the work. It's just that like 3 or 4 years ago, I was like, I want to write a book, and I started like collecting ideas about what I wanted my book to be about, and then I would like kind of leave it, and then I would try again. But since 2020, I started actually writing it down, and I realized that I now had an idea of how I want it to be, what did I want it to be about, and all that. So this year I was like, you know what, I'm done. Like I need to finish my book this year, because it's actually ridiculous that I've been procrastinating so long for this, because I don't even know if I want to sell it. I don't even know if I want to publish it. I just know that I want to finish it, and that I want to have it in my hands, because it's something that I've been wanted for so long, and And it's just something that makes me feel so excited and so happy. And so that was another resolution. I was like, this year I need to finish it no matter what. And since January started, I've been working on it like every single day. And it's so funny that now I have like probably like 60% of my book done. Like in these 2 weeks I've done what I didn't do in like 2 years, just because now I'm fully committed to it. And it's really exciting. I feel so emotional about it because it's a very personal book, and I'm doing everything. Like I'm writing it down, I'm gonna work on the design, the illustrations, I'm doing basically everything myself. And it's a very interesting experience. So I kind of think that about February, maybe March, it might be ready. And so you have to stay tuned for that. But yeah, those are basically my resolutions. Of course, I want to like be more present. I want to enjoy little things more, because I'm usually like just want it more all the time, and I'm always like thinking ahead of time of, oh, I got this, now I want this, now I want that. And it's not a great mindset, because it doesn't let you enjoy what you already have. So I want to be more present. I want to take care of my body. I've been doing that since last year, so I feel very happy about that. So I just want to keep doing it, and I just want to finish everything that I start, because that's something that I struggle with a lot. I have no problem starting new things, but then it's hard for me to stick to them. And that's pretty much it. The purpose of this video is not only telling you about my resolutions and how do I plan to do them. It's just to remind you that we should actually try to get what we want. Because even though most of the time it seems like only a few people are gonna be able to get it, and we might not be one of those people. I've done things that I never thought I was gonna be able to. Like moving to Canada was just a dream in my mind for so many years. And now I get to experience like what was only a dream for so long. And like this, there's so many things that I've done that I never thought I could. I never thought that I was gonna be able to, or I never thought that I had what it takes to do it. And at the end, we always do. Like if we put the work into it, if we're patient and we trust in the process, if we keep moving in that direction, like eventually it just has to happen. It just has to happen. The only things that I have never accomplished are the ones where I stopped trying. And I know it sounds super corny. I'm not trying to be like motivational or anything, but I do want to remind everyone that we should try. Like there's so many things that we don't try because we don't want to be cringy, or we don't want to look stupid, or we don't want other people to have an opinion about us. But the truth is, people already have an opinion about us, and they don't care that much about us. Like think about all the people that you have an opinion about it, and think about how often you think about them. Like your life doesn't revolve about their decisions, what they do. Like you might criticize someone, but at the end of the day, you don't think about them that often. And I feel like sometimes we stop ourselves to try these things because we think that everyone is looking, that everyone has an opinion, that everyone is criticizing what we do. And most people don't care. And the people who care, well, they're fucking weirdos, honestly. It's definitely not enough for you not to try. Like, Of course I feel super cringy when I watch my acting videos. Every time that I watch them, I'm like, I don't want to post this because I look stupid. But I do it anyway because who cares if I look stupid? I'm still trying. I'm still doing something that I'm passionate about, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. If you think that's stupid, that's on you. That's not on me. So I'm gonna finish this video with that. Please take the time to write down what do you want to do with this year, because time goes by super quickly, and next time you notice, you'll realize that it's almost 2023 and you didn't do any of the things that you wanted. Don't procrastinate about your dreams. Don't procrastinate about the things that you want to do, because it's worth it. Hopefully you'll get to see videos during this year about me actually doing this, and if I don't, then you'll see it as well. You'll see that I failed, but hopefully I won't. Thank you so much for watching. Remember that if you enjoy my content, please subscribe. That helps a lot. If you have anything to say about this video, I would love to read it, so please leave it in the comments below. Remember that you can find me in Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So I'm gonna link everything below, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.